PSA to all realtors. If you want to boost your business, it's time to start asking one simple question that could make or break your next sale. Does your seller or the property your buyer wants have an FHA Assumable Mortgage? Because that one factor could make your listing 10 times more attractive and your buyer's financing 10 times more affordable. Let's unpack what that means and how you can use it as your secret advantage in today's market. So stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know what an FHA assumption actually is, how it can help you sell more homes, and how to identify and promote assumable properties the smart way. And before you forget, tap subscribe, because I'll be sharing more insider tips that help realtors and home buyers work smarter, not harder. So let's start with the big picture. Why this matters right now. In today's market, interest rates are higher, and that's slowing buyer demand. But here's what many realtors are missing. The solution might already be sitting inside the homes you're trying to sell. An FHA Assumable Mortgage lets a buyer take over the seller's existing loan, including their low interest rate and remaining balance. So if that seller locked in a 3 or 3.5% FHA loan years ago, today's buyer can assume it instead of starting a new loan at 6 or 7%. That could mean hundreds of dollars saved every month, and that kind of leverage can turn a hesitant shopper into a ready buyer. The challenge is, most agents simply don't ask whether the loan is assumable, or they don't know how to market it when it is. So let's talk about how you can start leading with this question and win listings with confidence. Here's what to understand about FHA assumptions. So who qualifies? Actually, any buyer who meets standard FHA credit and income guidelines can apply to assume a seller's FHA mortgage with lender approval. Why sellers love it? Because when you market a property as FHA Assumable, you're highlighting a built-in incentive. That lower rate becomes a selling feature that helps you stand out in a crowded market. Why buyers love it? They get the seller's existing loan, often with a lower rate and lower costs than starting from scratch. And because the assumption skips a full new appraisal in many cases, the process can be faster and more streamlined. Now, what to look for. So when you take a new listing, ask the seller, is your loan FHA? If so, contact their lender to confirm if it's assumable and what the current balance is. You can include that detail in your MLS description, something like, assumable FHA loan at 3.25%. Buyer must qualify. That instantly grabs attention. What to tell your buyers. If your buyer finds a home that's been sitting for 90 plus days, ask if there's an existing FHA loan. That one question could open doors to affordability they didn't think was possible. Now, let's bring this to life with a quick real-world example. Let's say you're working with a couple. We'll call them Jordan and Taylor. They're pre-approved for a $350,000 home, but interest rates have made their budget very tight. You find a property that's been sitting on the market with a list price of $350,000. And guess what? The seller's mortgage is FHA at 3.5% with a remaining balance of $250,000. Jordan and Taylor apply to assume the FHA loan. They pay the difference of $100,000 through cash or get a second mortgage. Their monthly payment? Hundreds lower than what a brand new loan would have cost. And the seller? They close faster because their home suddenly became one of the best deals on the block. That's the power of understanding and promoting FHA Assumable Mortgages. So how do you start using this strategy to boost your business? Here's what you can do today. For sellers, check if their current loan is FHA. If it is, that's a golden opportunity. Market it as assumable. Include the interest rate in your listing notes. For buyers, educate them that assumable FHA loans exist and can save them money. A lot of people think they can't afford to buy because of higher rates, but with the right property, they can. For realtors, partner with a mortgage broker like Unlimited Mortgage Lending LLC, who understands the FHA assumption process inside and out. Well, that's where we come in. Let's wrap this up and talk about how we can help you make this strategy work. I'm Christopher Pierce with Unlimited Mortgage Lending, and for over 25 years, I've helped realtors and home buyers use smart, creative strategies like this to make deals happen. Whether you're listing a property or helping a buyer find one, don't miss this question. Does this home have an FHA Assumable Mortgage? Because that one detail could be the difference between a home that sits and a home that sells. If you found this helpful, hit like, tap subscribe, and visit bit.ly/FHAssump to learn more about how Assumable FHA loan works. Remember, knowledge moves markets, and right now, FHA assumptions might be your most powerful tool.